The dark side of cleanliness during the Victorian era. 1. Clothes were bleached with urine. Victorians used different things to clean their clothing. Grease and oil stains were removed with chalk. Kerosene could remove grass stains and blood. Urine helped them bleach clothes, as it contains ammonia. To remove urine odors, Victorians used milk. 2. Toothpaste contained soot. Working-class Victorians couldn't buy toothpaste. They made it using soot, chalk, or powdered cuttlefish. Some people used celery instead of toothbrushes. It was abrasive enough to clean one's teeth while eating. Dental care was often provided by barbers or blacksmiths. 3. There were indoor toilets without indoor plumbing. Indoor toilets predated indoor plumbing. Waste often went into a cesspool in the basement. The cesspools eventually filled. The smell often seeped into the house. Night soil men were hired to empty the cesspools. The waste was sold to farmers as fertilizer. 4. Books gave instructions about bathing. Victorians popularized semi-regular bathing. They published books about bathing properly. One of them advised against bathing 4 hours after eating. Victorians had a method to prevent wrinkles. They washed their faces with extremely hot and cold water, but they couldn't wash their faces while traveling. They had to purify the water with alcohol or ammonia first. 5. Eggs were an alternative to shampoo. Women would break several eggs over their heads. They worked the eggs into their hair and washed them out. Another option was vinegar, diluted with water. Victorians also used rosemary, black tea, and rum. 6. Bad smells were considered dangerous. There was the miasma theory, known as night air. It was believed unclean air spread diseases. This included chlamydia and cholera. Today, miasma is considered a false science. 7. The River Thames was turned into a sewage system. Citizens of London disposed of their waste in the river. The stench emanated from it. In the summer of 1858, it shut the city down. 8. Women's clothing was blamed for tuberculosis. Women dragged their long skirts through the streets. Doctors claimed they picked up the disease. Women unknowingly brought it into their homes. Tight corsets constricted women's lungs. They were also thought to be responsible for tuberculosis. 9. Hair care products contained lead. Hall's vegetable, Sicilian hair-renor, was made in the 1860s. It was a dyeing substance used to cover gray hair. The hair-renor used lead as a bonding agent. Its amount in the product was eventually lowered. Their hair-renor stayed on the market into the 1930s. 10. Listerine was sold as a floor cleaner. Listerine was invented in 1879. It was sold by Jordan Wheat Lambert. Lambert introduced Listerine as a medical antiseptic, but the strategy failed. He then marketed Listerine as a floor cleaner. It was also sold as a cure for dandruff and gonorrhea. Later, Lambert's son finally sold it as a mouthwash. 11. Cosmetics was poisonous. Victorians admired white luminous skin. They bathed in arsenic to achieve it. Mercury was in their eyeliner and eyeshadow. They put ammonia in lipstick. Lead and radium were in face lotions and powders. A lethal poison nightshade was found in eye drops.